When I envision my future, I see this like crazy old lady in tweed and pearls with like hundreds of bags and cats. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Can I just say, I am really pleased with myself that I've managed to stick to 2 videos a week for the 3rd week now. I'm really pleased, and next week there is going to be a new video every single day, excluding the weekend. I think you guys know what is coming. Yes, it is spring haul week. I've decided to go ahead with it. I'm going to talk more about it next week, but make sure you guys are subscribed and have post notifications turned on so you do not miss any of the videos. Also, as you can see, I have gone fringeless today. I still have the fringe, but I'm just pushing it back because it's annoying me. So, as you can see by the title, today I'm doing my updated designer handbag collection. I did this video last year and it's actually been a whole year since the video, and I have lots more bags in my collection, so I wanted to do an updated video. I'm still going to show you the bags that were in my collection last year as well, because there's lots of new people that maybe haven't seen last year's video, so I'm going to go between a new one and an old one, just so you guys who have already seen the last one don't get too bored. But I'm afraid I am going to have to tell the stories because it's just obligatory, really. I will link all of the bags that you can still buy, which I think is actually almost all of them, down below in the description box, as well as my outfit. And let's get started. So the first bag I'm going to show you is one of the newest to my collection, and it's the beautiful Abbey Day Tote Bag from Chloe in this beautiful brown colour. I am so excited about this bag because I just love Chloe bags, but apart from my Chloe jure bag, I haven't like come across a Chloe bag that I kind of loved everything about, like the colour, the size, the style and everything enough to justify the money, because Chloe is like up there. They are really, really expensive and I just needed to love everything about it, and this bag is actual perfection, and I love it because I don't really have anything like this in my collection at all. So I got this bag on Farfetch, which, as you know, is my favourite place to look for designer items because they just have everything you could think of in one place, and they support boutique businesses, so nothing will get shipped out directly from Chloe's warehouse. It will come from a boutique in Lisbon or Milan or London, so it kind of makes it feel a little more personal, and I just love shopping there. And I also have a discount code for you guys to use, which I'll put on the screen now, for 10% off if you guys fancy doing any shopping yourself. And this bag is so cute. I love the satchel style. I love this lock as well, the Chloe lock with the key, and I feel like it's a really great size. You can fit all your everyday essentials in there without going overboard. I love the strap because you can do like a top handle. You can also get a good elbow in there, which you can't with a lot of like top handle style bags. And of course there's a strap inside as well if you want to go crossbody. Brown is one of my favorite colors, and I don't actually have a brown bag, so I'm just so excited about this one and just thrilled to have another Chloe bag in my collection. So now for an old bag, and sticking with Chloe, my followers will know all about this bag, but if you're a more recent subscriber or just new here today, let me introduce you to my soulmate, my Chloe jure bag. I got this bag at the start of 2017, so 3 years ago, and it was my first like proper designer bag, and you have no idea how badly I wanted it and how in love with it I was. I'm sorry to my subscribers who already know this story, but obviously it has to be told. I acquired this bag through the law of attraction. So if any of you guys watching have read The Secret, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, I highly recommend you order it and read it. So basically I was obsessed with this bag. I couldn't justify spending the money on it, but I loved it. I obsessed over it. I wanted it so badly, and I had a little tab up on my iPhone Safari of the bag on a page on a boutique website, and it could have been any boutique or any department store or anywhere where this bag is listed, and it's listed on many websites. And every day for like weeks, maybe even months, I would go on my phone and I would just look at it on the website. I don't really know why, I would just look at it. And then eventually I got an email from the boutique whose website I was on every day. Bearing in mind it could have been any that I was looking on, and it could have been any that emailed me. I had never worked with this boutique before. I don't know how they heard of me. I wasn't like a particularly big influencer at that point. I definitely wasn't like a luxury designer influencer at that point, but they emailed me offering me a gift card in exchange for a post, and the gift card was exactly the amount of the bag and I was just beside myself. Now I know that's circumstantial because obviously I am an influencer, so not everyone is going to get that email in their inbox, but it was still a very, very big coincidence, or was it? And I do have another manifestation story in this video, so keep watching. So this bag has basically been the love of my life for the last 3 years. I've showed it to you guys in so many videos, in so many Instagram posts, so I think you guys know how much I do love it, and I know that I've inspired so many of you to take the plunge and buy it yourselves, which is so amazing. It is expensive, but honestly this is the best bag in the world. You can wear it in the daytime, you can wear it with like preppy looks, you can wear it with bohemian looks. It's a perfect evening bag, a party bag. The colour goes with every single outfit. It's literally the most versatile bag and it makes all of your outfits look 10 times better. It really is the best bag in the world and like the safest designer purchase because you will just get so much wear out of it. And look how perfect, pretty much perfect the condition is. And I have worn this so much and I just love her so much. She has such a special place in my heart. Next, another new bag and another very recent addition to my collection that I purchased from Farfetch. This is my new Tory Burch tote bag. So I did buy this for a reason. I really wanted, and I have been looking for ages and haven't quite found one that I really loved, but a big like shopper tote bag, mostly to take on my travels with me on the plane, as my hand luggage bag, as well as a little suitcase of course, because I'm that extra. I really wanted something big and stiff, basically something sturdy, like not a floppy fabric. Basically, I wanted something very structured and something that would fit a lot of stuff in, like my laptop. And this is absolutely perfect because it is huge inside. It's going to fit tons. It's really deep. There are 2 little like inside compartment pockets as well. And I just really love the design. This is canvas mixed with brown leather, which I just think looks so chic. It will go so nicely with my bricks luggage. And now I just need to go on a trip so I can take this out for a spin. So now for another old bag, and it's not exactly old. I've had it for just over a year, but the amount that I have used it in the past year has made it so worth every single penny. And you've probably guessed, but it's my pink Louie Vuitton Pushup Matisse. I always feel like you sound so like English saying Louis Vuitton, but like I would also sound really ridiculous if I went Louis Vuitton Pushup Matisse. This is just the best bag, it really is, and it has come very close to stealing the top spot away from the Chloe Drew bag. At this point I honestly think they're equal because I have just worn this to absolute death. It's my everyday bag. This has all of my everyday things in. Like I don't even bother to empty it anymore because what's the point? I use it every single day. So again, I'm sorry to my followers who already know this story, but this is probably my most impulsive purchase I've ever made in my life. So last January, Josie and I were going on a trip. We were flying from Heathrow Terminal 5 and we were really early for our flight, so we thought we'd just browse round the shops, and we went into Louis Vuitton and we saw these bags, this one and a creamy and beige two-tone one, and we just looked at them and they were there together and we were like, oh my god, that's literally us. If we were bags, that would be us. And we took them down from the shelf, we tried them on, we were just kind of playing and having fun until we weren't. Then we were like, oh my god, we need these bags. But we were like, oh my god, there's so much money, this is not a planned purchase at all, it's completely on a whim, we couldn't possibly, or could we? And we left the shop, we sat down and we were like, oh my god, we were so on edge, and we were just like, shall we just get them? Okay. So we went back to Louis Vuitton and we bought them, and we did luckily get 20% off because we were in the airport. And yeah, I couldn't believe that I was dropping all of that money so impulsively. I've never done anything like that before or since. That would usually give me so much anxiety, but for some reason I didn't feel anxious. I had a really good feeling about it, and I was right because I have worn this bag so many times, almost every single day. It really is my everyday bag. It just goes with everything. It's so easy to throw on, but it just looks fantastic. The colour is just so beautiful. This bag gets so many compliments. Everyone who sees it loves it. And I just think this bag is amazing and so worth the money. I've used it so many times and there's literally not a single sign of wear on it anywhere, and you cannot say that for any bag that you will buy on the high street and use every single day. Even some designer bags will not wear as amazingly as this one has, and I'm just so happy that for once I really just lived in the moment, took the plunge and made one of the best purchases I've ever made. Now for another bag you haven't seen, this is my little Tony bucket bag from C by Chloe. So I got this in February, and again I got this via Farfetch because I was doing another collaboration with them, and I kind of ordered it on a bit of a whim. I was like, I think it's going to be cool for my Marrakesh trip. And to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't like in love with this bag when I ordered it, but I thought I'd just take a chance on it because I thought it would go really well with my Marrakesh outfits because I was planning all of my outfits for Instagram and everything. But do you know what? This was the best little surprise and I can't believe how much I have grown to love this. I actually had a DM from a follower today saying, what do you think about the Tony bag? Would you recommend it? And I was just like, do you know what? Yes, I really would, because first of all, I love how with C by Chloe, you really get that whole Chloe style, that really bohemian Chloe vibe, but you're not paying Chloe prices. This is literally a fraction, probably like a quarter of the price of a Chloe bag, but you totally get the same style and the same effect. It's such a beautiful color combination, nudie pink, gold, and brown. Literally my dream color combo. It's just so boho, but it looks expensive, it looks luxury, and it actually fits everything in. Even though it's the small size, it really does fit in everything that you really need. Also, it's such a clever design. So it does have two straps, but they're both detachable. As you can see, these like middle rings, you can basically attach whichever strap that you'd like. So sometimes I have the long one if I wanted to wear it crossbody, but I actually found myself using this one a lot because I liked holding it like this. And unlike a lot of bags now, you can actually have it like under the shoulder like this, which I really like because I feel like it's really secure and it just looks really cute, and I just can't wait to be wearing spring summer outfits again so I can wear this. Now for another oldie, it is of course my beautiful Prada Galleria bag. I told you there was another manifestation story coming up and this is it. So if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you'll know the way that I organize my finances so I can afford these nice things but also not get carried away or out of control is I only ever buy luxury items with the money that I get from selling my old clothes online. I really love the idea of getting rid of like 30, 40 pieces in my wardrobe and replacing it with one really special item. So I was shopping at Bicester Village, which is a designer outlet, with my friend Amy in like winter 2017. We went into Prada and I saw this bag, which has been on like my bag wish list for a really long time, and I couldn't believe that I was seeing it in this color because it's such a classic color, and it's not something that you would usually see in like an outlet. And these bags are expensive, really expensive, coming up to £2,000, which is just so much money. And so I honestly never thought that I would have this bag. So anyway, I'm seeing it here in front of me and it's reduced a lot, almost half price. It's such a low price for this bag. Now, Amy had spoken to the people at Bicester Village and they had given us a voucher to spend each, and it wasn't for like a lot, but it was like a little something towards a purchase. And when you took away the voucher amount off the discounted price of the bag, it was literally the exact number to the pound, or just a pound or two off, to the amount of money that I had saved in my luxury bag fund. The almost exact amount. Like, what are the chances of that happening? That's when I knew that it was fate and it was meant to be. We did leave the shop because I wasn't sure still, and then when I decided that I wanted it, we went back and there was a huge queue outside Prada at this point. And at this point I've decided now that I do want it, and I'm stood there in the queue like stressing that someone else is going to take it because there was only one. And I got to the front of the queue and I could see a woman holding the bag, like looking in the mirror, and I was like, no, and I'm trying to catch eyes with the shop assistant like, no, please, I'm gonna buy it now. And she definitely saw me. I don't know if she helped me, but the woman luckily did put it down and I bought it. And I just love it so much. It was one of my dream bags, and I also feel like this is a forever bag. It's something that's never going to go out of style. I feel like this will age really well. Like, I'll never feel like, oh, that bag's a bit too young for me now. Like, I could literally have this bag forever. So next is a bag that wasn't in last year's bag collection, but you guys have seen it on my channel before, and it's my vintage Chanel bag from Zoops. So with this one, again, I was very lucky. I almost fell off my chair. I was in Barcelona when I got an email from this website called Zoops, who sell pre-loved vintage handbags, and they wanted to gift me a bag if I would do like an unboxing on my channel. And of course I jumped at the chance. So of course I went for this beautiful pink vintage Chanel bag. So this is the Diana flat bag, and I think it's from 1989. Something like that. So it's actually older than me, and it's also just really special because this bag has had an entire life before it came into mine, and I kind of wish that there was some kind of story, like I knew who this belonged to, where they'd taken it, where it had come from. I never thought I would have a Chanel bag. Of course, Chanel is pretty much like my favorite designer, so I was so grateful and just amazed to have this bag, and it was just so special to me. Like, oh, I have a Chanel bag and I just wish I could like tell the owner, who I'm sure it was probably quite difficult to part with a bag like this, maybe, I don't know who it came from, but I would love them to know just how much I love it. So now for another oldie, and this was my first like big splurge. This was the first time that I saved up all that money from the old clothes because this is what I decided I wanted to spend it on, and it's my Gucci Dionysus Bloom bag. I bought this in the summer of 2017. I was just obsessed with the design. I thought it was so unique and intricate, and although it wasn't my usual style, it wasn't pink or even pastel or even particularly girly, I was just so enchanted by it, and I still am. I feel like it looks like an antique work of art. The design is just magnificent. I love, love, love that Gucci canvas print. It's so iconic. And then you've got the amazing clasp, and to this day I still can't really decide what animal it is. I think it's a tiger. Most of the time I think it's a tiger. You can fit so much inside. There's all these different compartments. I like it because you can double strap it with the chain strap like this, or have it a little bit longer. And then of course the best part, which is the flowers, which literally look like they've been hand painted on. It's just so intricate and stunning. This was a big splurge, but not something I regret in the slightest because I just adore it. It's so unusual, and again, this bag gets so many compliments when people see it. So now for another new addition that you may have spotted here and there on my Instagram and channel, but you haven't been formally introduced to, and that is my Dolce & Gabbana Sicily bag. This is another bag that was really on my wish list. I just loved the whole design. I think it's so classic, and I decided to go for it at the end of last year. I did have some voucher left over to put towards it, luckily. I used this almost every day in LA when I went at Christmas. It's just so cute. It's a really chic everyday bag. I like the handle because you can wear it like this, or you can hold it, but there's also a crossbody as well, and it actually really holds a lot for every day. You can fit a whole 500ml water bottle in here. It's misleadingly spacious. I just love the design. It's so cute and classic, and I went for the slightly more expensive version because it has this cool enamel handle. The others just have a handle that's the same leather, but this one is like a cool kind of plasticky enamel one that says Dolce & Gabbana, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of a contrast. I was also torn whether to get this one or the one that's more of like a candy pink, and I eventually went for this one because I thought that it would go with more outfits, and also I have a lot of pink bags, as you can tell, so I went for this one, which is nude, but it is still a little bit pinky, and I just love it. It's such a good addition to my collection, and I'm just looking forward to getting lots of wear out of it. Now for another oldie. This bag I've had for I think almost 2 years, and it's my Mulberry Bayswater bag. It's probably one of my least used bags, but I don't regret it. I actually bought this at Bicester Village as well, so I didn't pay anywhere near the full amount for it because obviously it's discounted and I had a little bit of voucher to put towards it too. So I definitely don't regret buying it. I may have done if I'd have paid full price for it because these are very expensive, but you can kind of justify it because they're nice and big. They're definitely an everyday bag. They're so beautifully made. The leather is gorgeous, and it just feels like a good bag, whereas some bags that are like thousands of pounds, you're like, really? Why? So even though I don't use it that much, I do still really love it. I love the colour. It's the most beautiful like blush nude, and it really is a fantastic everyday bag because it just has so much room. I think the reason I don't use it that much is because I don't feel like it's really like fashionable. Like it doesn't add to an outfit that much. It's more of a practical bag, but a really beautiful practical bag. I'm going to do a couple of quick newbies right now. First of all, this beautiful bag by Senreve. This is their mini Maestra bag. I got this gifted because I did a collaboration with them last year. This is the bag that I featured in my Christmas New York vlog as part of the collaboration, and it was just a great bag to take around a city. I love the two-tone. You've got this gorgeous like pink grainy leather and the blush suede. This is another bag that is deceivingly spacious. There's a lot of room in there, which makes it a great everyday bag, even though this is only the mini version. And you can also wear it several ways. So you can use it as a top handle like this. It has a long strap if you want to wear it crossbody, and then you can also pull the crossbody strap through and wear it as a little backpack. How cute is that? It went so nicely with all of my outfits, and I love how Senreve isn't like a really well-known designer. Next, I have a bag that I was kindly gifted from Aspinall of London, which is such a beautiful bag brand. They do the most stunning, like vintage looking clutches. This is one of their little mini Hatbox clutches, which I'm just obsessed with. They look so vintage and I just adore them. They have this design in lots of different colours. This is a beautiful peony colour and it's just the most beautiful evening bag. I just love it so much. Speaking of Aspinall of London, this is another one of their bags that I already had that was in my last collection video. This is just one of their classic trunk clutches. Again, I just absolutely love how vintage, glam and luxury this feels. Every detail is just perfect, from this stunning colour, the beautiful leather, these incredible gold edges. They're so sharp and so heavy. This bag should literally be considered a deadly weapon. There is a little strap so you can wear it crossbody, but I do think this is more of an evening bag, in which case you would hold it. It could pass as an everyday bag style wise, but it just is very small. It doesn't fit a lot inside at all, so I personally couldn't really use this for an everyday bag. For me, it is more of like an evening occasion bag, but it's just so stunning and eye-catching and unusual, and definitely something that I will keep and love forever. Okay, next is a bag that you guys haven't seen, and I was debating whether to show it or not at all because I'm slightly embarrassed by it, because I do slightly regret the purchase. Although I didn't actually pay for it, I did use a voucher, but the voucher was still kind of part of a payment, so for me it is kind of like money, if that makes sense. But it's this hat box from Elisabetta Franchi, which is an Italian designer. I actually discovered them on Farfetch. Their pieces are so cool and different and very my style, and to be honest, as I'm holding this up now, like, I do love it. It is absolutely beautiful, but the truth is I haven't actually used it, and it does still have the tag on, which isn't something that really happens to me ever. I use the things I buy, as you can see from this video so far. Like, I've used everything and I love everything, so this is definitely like an anomaly for me, but it is so cute. It is really cute, and I think I was just really bowled over because, again, I love this like vintage hat box vibe. It's not something that you can get your hands on really easily. It's not trendy. It's something that is unusual, and it was in this beautiful baby pink like faux croc. Oh, and as I'm talking about it more and more, I'm remembering why I did buy it, because it is so adorable. Let's be honest, it's just not the most practical bag to actually use. It's more of like an ornament, which is what it has become because it's gone on my bag shelf. It's just really not that convenient to actually use to go out, but to be fair, I haven't really tried, so maybe I should try it. So it's not the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and as I'm talking to you about it now, I'm kind of falling in love with it all over again, because look how cute that is. So now for the final bag in my original collection, just to let you guys know, I'm not showing you my Coach bags today because they're not like, they're kind of on the brink of designer, and this video will be too long if I show them to you. So this is my Louie Vuitton Neverfull. This was my first like proper designer purchase. I got this like 4 years ago, I think. And what can I say? It's a classic. I love it. The only thing that kind of holds me back about this bag is that I feel like everyone has it. Not everyone, but it's a very much like a cliche purchase. And I don't regret buying it in the slightest, but I do feel like my style has evolved since the time that I bought this bag, although I do still really love it, and I really love it for traveling. I travel with this a lot on plane journeys. Even if I go to like my granny's for the weekend, I usually take this bag. It's just a really great bag. It is. It's actually a canvas material. It's not leather, so it doesn't wear or tear at all. I got the rose ballerine interior. What is that? That is Panic Alarm. So I got the pink interior. I think the more common one is the red, but I just think the pink is so pretty. It contrasts so nicely with the brown canvas. And you also get this cute little pouch inside, which is a really nice extra. So yeah, I have a lot of love for this bag. It's sentimental, it is handy, it's adorable, and I'm so very glad that I have it. And then the last bag for today, another one that you haven't seen, I got this about, I'm gonna say a year ago. I probably got this just after the last collection video, and it's this really cute little Prada tote bag. This is another one that I got from Bicester Village, so I didn't pay anywhere near like full price for this, and at the time I just really wanted a change from my Louie Vuitton Neverfull, and I didn't have another like big kind of practical everyday tote bag, which is why I wanted this. And I just love the design. I think it looks so vintage. It looks like it would have been like your mum or even your grandma's Prada bag, with the beige canvas and this like faded logo. I think a lot of people don't like these styles of bag because they think they look old-fashioned, but that's kind of what drew me to it. I also really loved the dark brown leather trim and these nice long straps. It's just a really great everyday tote bag, and it's huge inside. It's practical, but I just love like the vintage look that it has. It's so cute, and a purchase that I'm just really, really happy with. So guys, that is my updated handbag collection. I'm sorry it was so long, but I just really love talking about my bags. I was not in a very good mood, to be honest, when I started filming this. I was feeling really sad, but that has honestly cheered me up. I love talking about handbags. I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!